In this video, we're gonna see the best Town Hall 14 attack strategy after the September update. At number 5, we have a powerful yet skill-demanding strategy, the Queen Charge Rocket Loons. It can run with this set of equipment, but if you do not have access to that, common equipment will also work, but not as strong as this. The attack begins with the Flame Flinger. Use Rocket Loons to check for hidden Teslas and the snipe of mortars. On the opposite side, create the funnel with Super Barbarians and Rocket Loons. This is where you will send in the Barbarian King, who along with the Warden will clear 1 or 2 compartments. Meanwhile, the Flinger works at the top side and you can use Hogs to test for additional traps. Deploy the King on this side and support him with additional troops. Send in the Warden and a few Rocket Loons to back him up. The nearby compartment houses the enemy Warden, so you may choose to bring Headhunters, though your heroes alone should be able to handle it. Drop a couple of Rocket Loons, and as they are about to leave the Warden's aura, activate the Fireball for extra damage and added value. Around this point, the enemy clan castle will also be pulled by your king, so be ready with your poison spell. Meanwhile, your Archer Queen begins her charge from a different angle, using the funnel created by the other heroes. She'll start carving her way into the base. Support her with a Reach spell as she moves into high damage zones, and use a Reach Wall Breaker to open paths. Depending on preference, you can bring support troops like an Ice Golem or Headhunters, but it also works perfectly without them. The key here is spell management. Don't burn the Queen's ability too early. Deploy the Royal Champion from a different angle to pick off high value defenses such as the Eagle Artillery or Scatter Shots before she goes down. Use a jump spell to connect compartments, allowing your Queen to transition smoothly deeper into the base, and keep supporting her with outside troops to ensure she stays on the course. And at the same time, deploy cleanup troops like minions to avoid time fail. Use another Reach and the Queen's ability to push through the last set of compartments. Now it's time to swarm the final defenses with your Rocket Loons, wrapping up the base and securing the triple. I also have some news about the Cold Pass giveaway. I'll share the details at the end of the video. At number 4, we have Elixir Heavy Army that just requires Super Wall Breaker from the Dark Elixir side, the Electro Titans. This is a straightforward strategy. Start by creating a funnel with Grand Warden on one side and let him work for a while. Unlike Super Bowlers, Electro Titans are much easier to control, so you don't need a complete funnel. On the opposite side, use a Valkyrie to cut pathing, followed by the Siege Barrack to establish the second funnel. Once the funnel is ready, send in your Electro Titans backed by your heroes. And don't forget the Super Wall Breaker, that's absolutely crucial to open the base properly. Everyone goes in together except for the Royal Champion. As your army pushes forward, drop a Reach spell right at the entry. This is also where the enemy clan castle gets pulled, so place a poison spell immediately. Around this time, use the Warden's ability to protect your troops during the heaviest damage. Drop the RC from a different angle to push the troops straight and pop the King ability to make the way further. Activate the Queen's ability when she is in range of high value targets. It will secure the Town Hall takedown cleanly. Use a jump spell to connect compartments or even pull your troops outside of the base to speed up cleanup. This is a reliable, underrated strategy that definitely deserves more recognition at Town Hall 14. At number 3, we have Super Bowler Smash, a powerful and reliable strategy that can take down almost any base. The attack begins with a Royal Champion charge, though this option is not as powerful. You can use a Warden Walk, but it is still a viable option. Use a Rocket Spear to snipe key defenses and clear one side of the base. The RC phase sets the funnel while grabbing some high value targets. If possible, try to eliminate the enemy Warden along the way. This prevents him from distracting your Super Bowlers later. The main goal here is creating a funnel, but if you can pick up critical defenses like the Eagle Artillery, that's even better. Use invisibility spells to keep her alive as needed, but save one for the Queen later, it might come in handy. Use the Grand Warden to extend the funnel on this side, and in case you use the Grand Warden in the first phase, you can directly begin with the Super Bowlers. For the second funnel, the Siege Barrack is an excellent choice, cleaning outside buildings and releasing extra troops to guide your main push right into the core. Once both funnels are ready, begin the main push. Start with an Ice Golem followed by Super Wall Breaker and then the Super Bowlers. Send in your heroes as well, though no RC this time since we already used her. Add Headhunters and support troops to strengthen the push. Drop a jump spell to guide everyone deeper into the base. Hold on to the king's ability for now. Use a rage spell as your army enters and be ready to poison the enemy clan castle troops when it gets pulled. Save the warden ability for a little bit later, ideally near the inferno towers where damage peaks. Use another rage and freeze to control the inferno. Once your king is tanking in front of the walls, it's perfect moment to activate his ability. You can also use an invisibility spell on super bowlers to speed up the damage against key defenses, although it isn't always required, but it gives you a faster push through the core. By this stage, the attack is usually secured. Use the queen ability if needed, but more often than not, the base is already finished. This strategy has serious firepower and consistency at Town Hall 14. But remember, the attacks ranked above this one have even more advantages. At number 2 we have Super Yetis, and this army truly packs a punch. You'll need to set funnel on both sides. One side will be handled by the Flame Flinger, while the other can be managed either by the Grand Warden or the Royal Champion. In this example, we are going with the Warden Walk, since Archer Charge has become a bit trickier, though it's still an option. If the Warden takes heavy fire, you can rage him, but most of the time he'll be fine without it. Once the funnel is ready, it's time to send in the Super Yetis. You can also add an electro into the mix to deal with the enemy clan castle. Follow up with your king and queen, and don't forget your super wall breaker. The opening is just as critical as any other smash style attack. With that, the Super Yetis march straight into the base. Drop a poison spell on the enemy clan castle troops as they emerge. This is the core section of the attack, so it's a good time to trigger hero abilities to clear the way forward and keep your Yetis safe. Use headhunters against enemy heroes like the defending king. This will shut him down quickly and make the cleanup much smoother. Deploy the Royal Champion from a different angle to pick off defenses your main army can't reach, and help drive the push toward the town hall. If your troops start to split, don't panic. You can guide them with a jump spell and keep the momentum with a rage if necessary. Most of the time though, this strategy is so strong you will be able to swag extra spells at the end. This is a true overkill strategy. The only reason it sits at number 2 is because it does require some dark elixir for the Yetis. And with that, we move on to number 1 strategy on our list. At number 1, it's none other than dragons. Hydra strategy requires no dark elixir, and it works even with common equipment. The strategy starts by the queen shooting 1 air defense or more, and making a borderline so the dragons walk inside the base. I also have 2 lightning spells in the army, just in case the air sweepers pose a threat to our dragons. Now start the main push. Begin with balloons to soak up traps, followed by dragons and dragon riders. Everyone goes in together here except for the Royal Champion. Time the Warden's ability so it catches the battle blimp at the last possible moment, and inside I'm carrying Yetis and balloons to take out the town hall compartment. If an air sweeper threatens your pathing, zap it out to keep the push clean. It's not important here, I'm just showing it. As the clan castle troops come out, drop your poison spell. Deploy the Royal Champion from a different angle. Her role is to keep the main army centered and ideally take an important defense along the way, Eagle Artillery in this case. Use rage spells over heavy compartments to melt through defenses quickly and keep the push strong. If necessary, make the Royal Champion invisible. This small trick buys her extra time and helps secure more value. The longer your heroes survive, the easier the attack becomes. And just like that, the Hydra army shows why it's number 1 strategy. Now that out of the way, let me just clear out a few things. In last month, we did 5 total giveaways of Gold Pass, and for this one, I'm not planning to do it just yet. It was a celebration for 20k subscribers, so probably the next giveaway gonna come at 25k or something. And one thing I noticed, there was a flaw in the claiming process. I made the winners comment their email IDs, and for some reason, 2 out of 3 of those guys were not able to do so, and they were kind of suspicious about the whole thing, which is natural of course. But later down the line, I sorted things out, and for one of the guys, I just paid out the money, like right away, because I wanted to show this was a legit thing, and at the same time, I wanted to do that as fast as possible. Now for the next Gold Pass giveaway, maybe I'll do that in 25k. No promises though, but I would like to give back to the community. I do not have a creator code yet, and have a feeling I'll not be getting that for a while. But either way, thanks for the 20,000 subscribers. And if you have a better suggestion on how I should be giving away Gold Passes, not the lottery system, but actually reaching out to the actual winner, then please comment. I would love to hear your opinion, and for the next video, I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you want to see? This video was also a suggestion, and if enough of you guys ask, I'll make that happen. So then, see you next time. Take care. Bye.